Okay, it's K2 PMD Kilo 2 Papa Mike Delta Paul here. I'm at Duff Park in Penn Hills, not too far from where I live, near the city of Pittsburgh. Today we're going to be tuning and testing the SWR on two popular end-fed half-wave antennas. The first is the KM4ACK 40, 20, 15, and 10 antenna that I built just yesterday. We're going to test the tune the wire and then test the SWR. And the other antenna we're going to test is this very popular Spark Plug antenna, which I have not used yet, but needs tuning, and so hopefully this will help some of you out there who want to play with antennas. Kilo 2 Papa Mike Delta, and we're going to test these out here in Duff Park. Okay, we are now looking at my freshly built KM4ACK end-fed half-wave, and I am connected just to a little post here. You'll see the wire goes all the way up to the tree there. I actually got that up in one throw, so it's a good 35 feet in the air, and so not bad. I'm getting better at throwing the throw bag into the tree. So let's check this out. I guessed it, made it like a 2-foot trim, and put a little zip tie on it to see how it would go. And I'm going to test this out on the FT8 frequency. And we're going to use multi-SWR. And I'm going to try to hold the camera steady, and we're going to hit OK. And we're going to hit run, get that centered there. Okay, so I haven't made any adjustments to this antenna. I took just about 1.5 feet or so, guesstimated. This is how good this KM4ACK antenna is. It took me an hour to build. I am not an engineer. I am not anyone technical. I grew up in New York City and didn't even know how to change a light bulb. So if I can build this, anyone can build it, and this is really cool. I can use this antenna on 4 bands, FT8. I'm going to check one more thing out. I'm going to hit OK here. Of course, I could tune this even further, get it much tighter, but those are operable. I may, we're going to take a quick look on 40 meters in the single sideband area. So I'm going to hit cancel. I'm going to go up to SWR meter, hit enter, and I'm going to change the frequency and put it on 07250. Okay, hit OK, and then I'm going to hit start. And so it's a little high, right? So that means the shorter I make this antenna, the better it's going to be. Let's take a quick look on 14. We'll hit OK, we'll hit cancel, and we'll look at the SWR meter again, change the frequency to 14,300 and see what that's like. We'll hit OK, and it is really high. It's not even on the charts there. Let's try that again. Oh no, sorry, that's 1.96 or so. So not bad, but again, I should trim that antenna even further, and I will. And I'll show you a little bit of how I do that, and then we'll check the SWR on this guy again. Okay, so you can see right here that I have put a little zip tie there, and I will clip that off there. That's the extent of the trim that I did, just thinking it might be good to trim it to start. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably add another, 12 inches to that, see what happens. Take a foot off and see what happens. So stand by, and you can see what I did. Just turned it around and let it hang off there, off the end of the insulator there. And I will come back again, and I will, again, don't cut your wires. This is a big, when you're trimming wires, don't cut them, because if you cut them and you cut too much, then you got a really bad piece of wire that you can't use. So just you know, pull it down, adjust it, make some twists, get some tape it up, or use, I don't have any tape today, otherwise I would have taped it, but I use zip ties, just as good. So okay, we have trimmed that about 12 more inches added to it. I actually left the rig expert on, and it's already come down a whole bunch. So let's go back out to our multi-SWR and see what happened down there as we took just about 12 inches. Again, not even using any measurements, just sort of guesstimating here and there. And we're going to run this guy. And look at that. Oh my goodness, that is really good SWR. Let's take a look what happened on 40 meters because that was a little high, right? But looking really good now. So once I bring this antenna down, I'm going to make sure that I keep that locked up, because it should generally be around that area of SWR pretty much when I'm in the field, wherever I go to the field. So really great antenna. Jason, I mean, you're a great guy, and I really appreciate all that you do for ham radio. This is my second KM4ACK EFHW half wave, the most reliable antenna I have ever used. So we're going to go to 200 here. General band, and I know it's a little low. Let's say 250 here. Let's go over here, but 225, and hit OK. 160, definitely perfectly doable and workable. So that's the KM4ACK antenna, built in 1 hour by a complete novice. So one of the cool things about wire antennas, especially testing a bunch of this, once you get a good throw up in the tree, right, like I did, I could test a whole bunch of antennas because all it is basically hooking them up. You can see here that this is the wire for the spark plug antenna, which we're about to test. I did the same, I don't know, maybe 2 feet, 3 feet of excess wire. It's a black wire, so not as visible. It's a little thinner wire, so this is definitely a QRP. You're not going to want to put too much watts into this thing. Maybe, I think it says 50 watts max on SSB. So let's put this guy up in the air, and we're going to test it out. One of the cool things about this radio is that not only is the wire included on the wire winder, but so is the coax. So you really have, unlike the KM4ACK antenna, which is just the antenna, certainly you probably could put a piece of coax on there as well, but this comes with the coax as well, so you're ready to go to the field. You just need to trim the antenna. So let's put this one up and we'll give it a test. Okay, so here's a spark plug antenna with a adapter on it. I want to say that one of the issues with the spark plug antenna is that, unlike just a piece of wire, you really don't have an opportunity to put an insulator and some rope at the end. So I just put the coax on and connected it to my stake here, and let's go check out the SWR. Well, okay, let's check out. I did have a little problem with the video, but we're back. We're going to check out the multi-SWR here on the spark plug antenna. Run that. It is not bad across those bands right now. We'll stop it and see where we're at. 171, 141, 176, 169. I think we might be going in the wrong direction. I don't know, but probably going to leave it at that for now, because those are all operable bands. And we'll check out single sideband. What's the best so far? 14 meters. So let's check out 20 meters, and we'll hit cancel. We'll go up to the regular SWR meter, and we'll hit OK. It's actually saying let's run it. It's saying it's 2.1 on 7225, so it's going up. It needs to be longer, maybe, or shorter. Let's put it on 14,275 and see what we get. 167. So I am not an expert with all this lengthening and shortening. I think we might need to maybe shorten the antenna even more. We'll have to check it out. It was a little bit lower when it was longer, so I might have to make it longer. We'll see. I'm going to put it on the radio now and just see how it sounds, if it's working. But you get the idea of how to trim the antennas in the field, and both of these antennas are excellent. I believe that the KM4ACK end-fed half wire is probably, I mean, for $39, you've got to build it yourself, yeah, but it doesn't take much to do it. Got to be the best antenna out there for the buck. Well, as quickly as the rain came, it went away, and so I'm just doing another SWR scan here on 40 meters, and it's pretty good all across the band once again. So I think I've got a good length on this. I will stop that one. We'll exit this. We looked at 20, and that looked good. Let's take a look at 15 now, right? And 15, the first time around, is looking pretty good as well, all across the band. Looking good. And I'm going to stop that now. And we're going to look at 10 meters. 10 meters here. Oops, going the wrong way. Let's go down to about 300 to start. I'm going to lower this power a bit. Don't need to have that much power. And do the SW scan on 10. It's going up and down there, but still looking really good. Still looking really good. So our spark plug antenna is really, that's that sort of second run that I was talking about that comes back a little higher. All under 2 though, all under 2. 40, 20, 15, and 10. Both antennas performing quite well. So Kilo 2, Papa Mike Delta, thanks for sticking with me on that. Please put your comments in the comment sections, questions. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And thank you again for watching. Kilo 2, Papa Mike Delta.